Hello Leo, welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you all for being here. This is your November beginning to mid-month reading 2019. It's the Divine Spread and I'm looking at your Karma Dharma card right now through these major arcana cards. Hope that everyone is well. Thank you so much for being patient. We are in a Mercury retrograde. God knows that I've had trouble uploading my videos. It's been havoc trying every different method that is possible to get those videos out to you. Mercury retrograde affects all of us, and for sure it's affected me and my work greatly. Two cards fell out, Leo. I guess I'm going to take them both. We have Justice, which is Libra, and we also have the Star, a lot of air energy, Aquarius. So it looks like this is beautiful. Absolutely love it. Justice can mean, fairness, balance in relationships. The Star card is a wish come true. It's a card of hope. Okay, justice for clarity. As you can see, she's standing stark naked, pouring out her emotions. This could be information, because Aquarius is all about social media, communication through the internet, maybe with a person at a distance, something that is very far away from you. The balancing of the scales in relation to a wish fulfillment I see here. Okay, and this is the Druid Craft Tarot that I just used for the Karma Dharma position. Let's take your Divine Spread, and I'm using the Witch's Tarot, which is one of my favorite decks. I keep coming back to it. I think, yeah, that's upright. I'm not reading reversals logically. Leo, what's going on? Three of Swords. Okay. I'm going to take it. This is in your home, in your foundation, something around family, your security. There is some sort of a disappointment, heartbreak. What's happening, Leo? Let's look at your cards, dear Spirit, please, for Leo, beginning to mid-November 2019. So we've got a lot of air energy, a lot of mental anguish here with the Three of Swords. Not easy, but what I love about the Justice card is that it is communication, of course, but also equilibrium where any relationship is concerned. Now, the Star can be a card of healing as well. Some of you may be going through divorce. Justice is the court system as well. Let's take your cards. So around your home in the distant past, some sort of a big disappointment. Okay, Three of Swords, not easy energy. Let's look at what is hidden. Four of Swords. Four of Swords is usually someone who is past this stage. They're trying to heal, trying to see things more clearly from a different perspective, focusing usually on those Three of Swords, not ready to get up and not ready, healed, you're not healed yet. And that's why usually in the Rider-Waite, we've got someone that is still lying down. Their focus is, as I said, on that Three of Swords. The Ace of Swords is what the warrior, will take to speak the truth. Here she's standing, so looks as though you're getting ready to use those swords. Now, Aquarius is your seventh house of partnership and relationship. There is a lot of fixed energy with Aquarius. You're a fixed sign as well. Let's see the recent past, and we've got the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is a soulmate connection, something to do with the past lifetime, innocence, a lot of childhood memories in this card. Now, this can be dealing with, with children as well, but I feel that it's a soulmate connection to people that are joined by some sort of a situation where they were able to share their emotions. It's also, their children, sorry. So the child at heart, that's what I feel here. Just like children play really innocently and there is no deception, um, it's all very innocent. That's the bond that we've got with this card here. Let's look at the now position. And we've got the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is usually Aries energy. There could be some sort of a message, an announcement that's coming through. Quite fiery, quite passionate. Okay, usually this is the minor arcana of the Fool. Let's see what your goal is, and we've got the King of Swords. So Aquarius energy, I would say, more than likely. For others of you, could be Libra, of course. King of Swords is someone who is usually very fair, but I feel that this is probably either you're breaking the King of Swords' heart or they're breaking your heart. They've broken your heart. So let's look at what the action and advice is. And we've got the Knight of Wands. So from the page we go to the Knight. This is movement. This is being driven by your passion. Sagittarius is all about truth. It's all about visioning, envisioning the world at large. Some of you may need to travel for work. You may be getting ready for travel. Maybe traveling to a distant land. Let's look at the outcome. Ten of Swords. Wow, the end of suffering, dear Leo. This is the end, Leo. This is the end. You are taking that sword. Ten of Swords is the ace, isn't it? You are taking that sword. You're ready to speak your truth. But this is as dark as it gets. After that comes the sun, which is your ruling planet. You are ruled by the sun, and the sun is going to shed light on what this was all about. Let's look at your divine position for Leo, please, Spirit. And we've got the Queen of Pentacles, which is an earth sign. Usually this is my Virgo card. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Taurus is usually my King of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles for me is usually Virgo. Secondly, it could be Capricorn. I feel that some of you that are on the cusp, this is your energy. For others of you, this could be another earth sign. Let's look at what's beneath. We've got the Four of Pentacles, which is the Taurian card, holding on to something very tightly, being quite the martyr. God, I can't even speak. What I'd like to do is turn on another light. That's a little bit better. Anyway, so Four of Pentacles is, as I said, it's the miser card. Maybe finances are a bit difficult at this time. This is the general energy. Wow, justice is there again. So Four of Pentacles is holding on to something and not letting go, holding on to something that's very precious for you, something that you feel you are very connected to, being very careful with your security, your stability. Fours always speak of the home. And again, justice, holding back on your emotions, on your feelings, holding someone very near and dear to your heart. The justice, again, a number 11. 11 is very karmic. Okay, here the scales are balanced, which is a good thing. Let's see what's beneath that. And here you are, the Queen of Wands, sitting in all your glory. You are very attractive, very magnetic, very strong leadership qualities in the Queen of Wands. And, you know, this is someone, of course, Queen of Wands is someone who's very creative, very, very creative, a business owner, a leader in whatever she is dealing with. She takes action. She's driven by her desire, as you can see here. And of course, that is your energy. We do have the Emperor here. Very interesting indeed. So the Emperor is a number 4 again. This is the father with the children. The Emperor can be quite Saturnian, quite difficult to get through to. He's wearing a suit of armor, not very emotional, not showing emotions. This is someone who's matured through life lessons, obviously, and he stands very strong. So we've got the Emperor and the Queen of Wands. Now the Emperor is Aries or Taurian energy. I feel that this is you. So you are dealing with someone who is an Emperor. Could be, I suppose, could be the same person as the King of Swords, but I've got a feeling that we are talking about 2 different people for some of you. For others of you, this could be the same person. Before I go on to the cards, I'd like to take the Lover's Path Tarot, dear Leo, and see what's happening in your love life. I need more clarity. You've got quite a few 4s, so you've got the 4 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, and the Emperor is a number 4 as well. 3 4s are 12. 12 is the Hanging Man. It's all about sacrifice. Let's take a card for you, 1 or 2 cards, Leo. We have the 3 of Coins. 3 of Coins can be expansion and growth. It's at the initial stage of expansion, the initial stage of success. 3s can always speak of a love triangle. We do have the 3 of Swords here. Let's take another card, and we've got the Queen of Cups here. Queen of Cups is a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. The Queen of Cups is someone who is very open with her emotions, someone who is very giving from the heart. She's very, very, very intuitive. She trusts her intuition, and she's also very, very nurturing and loving. Very similar to the Queen of Pentacles. Very, very similar. Let's take one more. And we've got the 7 of Staves, so the 7 of Wands. Okay, this could be a very emotional time for you. This is you pushing through. This is you trying to fight for something. Now, 7s are a number of conflict, of course. This is standing up for what you believe in, what you feel is right, and having the odds against you, but you do have the higher ground. Let's see the romance angels for Leo, please, Spirit, beginning till mid-November 2019. And Leo. Leo, what does Leo need to know? Leo, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. As you can see, release your ex. Too much of a hardship, too much of a burden. She is so weary. She doesn't look like she's being taken care of. Obviously, it's been too much of a burden. Let's take another card. Another card, please, Spirit. Now, with Mercury transiting Scorpio, a lot of things are going to come up to the surface for communicating. It's Mercury retrograde. And Scorpio is all about commitments, and it's the house of intimacy, emotional and physical, of course. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So what that means, it could mean that this is someone who is different because they're from a different culture, or they've just been raised in a different way. Their childhood conditioning is, it's been built on differences in a different way to what your childhood was. So we're talking about someone quite unique, and the Aquarius energy is Uranus ruled. Uranus is all about uniqueness, the eccentric. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. And we've got very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So Leo, you need to decide, are you going to sever ties with the past, release your ex if you've been put through hardship? It's probably time to let go. It's probably time to get rid of the baggage that you've been carrying. And the heartbreak here, you are sitting on heartbreak. So why are you still there? That's the question I'd like to ask. Three of Swords, 3 people, 3 situations, 3 heartbreaks, 3 swords. When one Ace of Swords pierces the heart, that's pain number 1. You've been pierced through the heart 3 times at least. Okay? And as I said, the 4 of Swords is what you don't know. So it's you're taking time out. You are looking for maybe the pieces of information that you're missing. If there is something that you are not aware of, I should say, you are taking the time out trying to heal. Now, could it be that because it's air, the King of Swords, if this is someone that has done the dirty on you, just saying, you know, when people step out of a relationship, a committed partnership or a marriage, they can also, they feel as though the other person, the other party may be doing the same thing. It's like a mirroring effect. So people who are quite conniving and suspicious of their partner stepping out of the marriage, you know, they may be the ones that have done it first, and that's why they are being very careful. So if you're dealing with someone that's very, very protective, that was very protective, or not very trusting, or sometimes could even be asking for you, can I have a look at your phone? Can I use your mobile, your cell phone? They're checking up on you. Whoever is acting in that way, they've done the dirty. They've done the dirty. So unless you've given them reason to believe otherwise, if there is no reason for them to believe otherwise, then they've done the dirty on you. So I feel here that because it's swords, could it be that there is suspicion that you've done this, that you've stepped out of the relationship? Now, in the recent past, we've got the soulmate card, and we've got the children. Some of you may share children with your partner, whoever this is, whether it's the King of Swords or it's the Emperor. We won't know until we take more cards. Okay, now the Emperor could be someone also that has air in their chart if this is the same person. Now, in the now position, there is a message of let's do this. Let's go on this adventure. This could be an invitation. This could also be hearing news off the grapevine. I see it as gossip. I see someone making an announcement, something that could be harsh, something that could be breaking your heart. The Knight of Wands is someone who's driven by their passion. As I said, you may be moving state, maybe traveling, maybe going on that, you know, just taking a trip, trying to get away. And Ten of Swords being stabbed in the back, okay, being deceived in a very nasty way. This is the end of the suffering, though. This is the end of the pain. 10 and 3 are 13, which equal Scorpio. 13 is the number of the death card. And here we've got another 4, which equal 17, which is the star. Now, yes, the King of Swords also holds the Ace of Swords there, so that could be 18 swords, plus the one in Justice, that's 19 swords that I see here. 19 is the number of the sun, it's Leo, okay. 19 does add up to a 10 as well, so the end of suffering. Let's take more cards, dear Leo. Let's take just the Rider-Waite tarot cards here and see a bit more information about what's going on. I want to take one on the general energy first of all, which is the 4 of Pentacles. And we've got the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Someone wants to come forth with an offer, but they're being very careful with their heart. They are protecting their heart. Let's look at the Karma Dharma position. Let's take one card on each of these. One on the Justice and one on the Star. So the Justice with the 3 of Pentacles, another 3. So Justice is all about relationships. This could be a work situation. Some of you are fine-tuning your craft. This is in the recent past. Obviously, in the past position, you are being noticed for your talents. Some of you are working on something very special, very important. This could be a contract of some sort with work. You could be noticed for your talents from other people, important people. And this could even be a collaboration with others. Let's look at the Star card. What's this card of hope? And we've got the 2 of Wands, which is another, 2s are all about balance, all about maybe even decision. The 2 of Wands is a card of hoping to travel, hoping to move to another country. He's holding the world ball in his hands, so it does say that you are driven by your passion. He's holding the Ace of Wands in his hand. He's leaving the other wand behind. Maybe this is a new relationship. Could be a relationship with a soulmate. And again, very Sagittarian, someone who's ready to travel the world, to visit other countries, to look at other cultures. Sagittarius is also higher education. Some of you may be wanting to travel to further your education. Let's take one card on each position. So the 3 of Swords in your foundation and around your family. Now the King of Swords is in the position of career, your social status. 6 of Swords, leaving the heartbreak behind and moving on. Again, traveling over water. The King of Swords could be someone that you work with, someone that is very intelligent, obviously. Again, he's wearing a suit of armor. Someone who is very protective of their heart. Could the King of Swords be the Taurian energy? We do have the Knight of Cups, which is also wearing a suit of armor. Could you be dealing with someone who is, we've got Taurus, we've got water, and we've got air. So let's look at the 4 of Swords. Ace of Wands, a new beginning, a potential for information coming in, something that is handed to you by the divine. I think that once you take that sword and you speak your truth, the truth is going to blurt out. It's going to come out. Think of it, Ace of Swords and Ace of Wands together. A lot of passion and desire and fire behind this new beginning. Let's take the Six of Cups, and we've got the Four of Cups. So maybe this was an offer that was given at some point, but it was not able to be accepted for some reason. Four of Cups is something that is given to us. It's the Ace of Cups by the divine, obviously. It's the Ace of Cups, but for whatever reason, maybe obligations to children, maybe the timing wasn't right. Some of you may have already been, you may still be in a relationship, in a marriage, and therefore you were not able to accept this cup. Let's look at that Page of Wands. And we've got the Ten of Pentacles. So news is coming in from the family. This could also be something that you've created, that you are hearing is, you know, the Ten of Pentacles can be a card of marriage. It can be a card of family, a card of abundance, security and prosperity coming from family. For those of you that have created something, and you may be launching it, hopefully not on Mercury retrograde. If you are going to launch something, please wait till after the 20th of November. Now, we're having a full moon in Taurus on the 12th or 13th of the month, so it's a very, very beneficial full moon. It's a very positive one. The energies around it, the transits towards it are really, really nice. So Taurus is all about our values, our self-worth, our physical body, the five senses, and it's also our money house. So tens are always about endings. This would obviously turn into the Ace of Pentacles. Let's look at this King of Swords. And we've got the Tower, which is Uranus energy for me. Very Uranian. Suddenly the shift, the change. Big changes coming in here unexpectedly. Very quick and sudden and electrifying. Let's take another card. And we've got the Five of Cups. So this could be an epiphany. This could be communication. This could be, you know, that Uranus in Taurus. Maybe this is, as I said, could be news coming in from the grapevine, bringing in the Tower. There is some sort of a loss here, some sort of a past celebration that's gone sour. But we do have the Two of Cups here. Now, this could be anything. The Tower can be anything. It's also Scorpionic energies and Pluto, of course. Here, this person is looking at the glass half empty rather than half full. He is mourning his past. So obviously this King of Swords has been disappointed in the past. But what the Five of Cups is saying is that the epiphany, the news that's coming through, whatever loss is happening here is a gain, in other words. So as long as the perception and the way it's being looked at is in a different way. So whatever disappointment this King of Swords was focusing on, you know, this could be someone that is being enlightened, seeing the truth of a matter, seeing that something had to change, and that's evolution, and that's very healthy in life. There's nothing worse than being stagnant and being stuck. Let's take one more because it is a 5 and 5s bring in change. I don't believe this. Obviously, I'm going to say that for some of you, the epiphany is that the heartbreak is either still here or this is This is justice. That's what I'm going to say. That is what I'm going to say. It looks like whatever this King of Swords has done, I think that if we're looking at this position where Capricorn is and Pluto and Saturn and the South Node are there, maybe this is justice being served. And there is a heartbreak. If this King of Swords was the one that's broken your heart, then it's time for them to have their heart broken. But also, it could also be that this King of Swords is having their heart broken from another situation. If this is not the person that's broken your heart, as I said, maybe the Emperor is the one that's broken your heart, and this King of Swords could be someone that is coming from another relationship. They've been heartbroken themselves. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're going through the heartbreak right now. Whatever news they are getting, they are receiving, could be a bit of a disappointment. Doesn't mean it has to be a heartbreak, of course. Now, could we say it the other way around, that whatever the communication is that's coming through and the shift could be a little bit disappointing, dear Leo. But I do feel that the disappointment is mainly the King of Swords. Let's look at that, and you might be hearing about that. Let's look at that Knight of Wands in the action and advice. And we've got the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands. These could be children, of course, if you share children together. This is the Pentacle. This is the Ace of Pentacle, which is from here. And I believe that you're taking it and running with it. The message that's come through is promising something that can be a good payoff. Now, the message that comes through, again, is a very creative, very passionate message, very driven message, promises abundance. It could also speak of some sort of completion, as I said, something to do around family, which does turn into the Ace, and the Ace is here. I feel, dear Leo, that probably you have got this Ace of Pentacles in your hands and you're running with it. You're looking at some sort of an investment. You're wanting to invest that pentacle in some situation and wanting to make it grow. Let's take another card. And we've got the Hanging Man. And the Hanging Man is a card of sacrifice, a card of waiting, holding on, waiting to see a new perspective, hoping to see things in a different light, looking at all angles. Another page, a lot of newness. Page of Swords could be a message that you are waiting on, a message of truth. Now, the Page of Swords can also be the spy, someone who is looking into your social media. This can also be, as I said, it's probably a message that you're waiting for, a message of truth. Let's look at that Ten of Swords. Now, the pages are always students, especially the Page of Swords. This is a student, one that is very intelligent, but he's at the beginning stages, he's only the page. He does hold the Ace of Swords, which I've already mentioned down here. So we've got air, so Aquarius, Gemini or Libra. We've got Pisces, we've got Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Sagittarius here. Let's take that Ten of Swords. And we've got the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is a union. It is two people that are on the same page. Again, the soulmate energy, it's mirroring the Six of Cups right there. Okay, Leo, I feel as though some of you may think that this is the end. Some of you may, and this is the time of Mercury retrograde, as I said, you may feel as though the communication or the message that comes through is a deal breaker and that this is the end. But that depends all on you, I would say, because with the Seven of Wands here, it does say that you've got to fight and you've got the upper hand. Okay, so for those of you that are letting go of your ex, as it says here, release your ex. You may be partnering up with someone who's got strong water. We've got the Knight of Cups here as well. We've also got the Five of Cups here, which shows those two cups still standing. Let's take another card. And we've got the Devil. The Devil, which is Capricorn. Very, very karmic again. Very karmic. I'm very happy to see the Devil here because after the Ten of Swords and the Devil, I do believe that whatever karmic situation you're going through, thank goodness for the Justice card here. You have the Justice card here as well. I do feel as though whoever was the narcissist in your life, whoever was restrictive, and, someone who, kept their boundaries, they didn't let you move freely, you felt chained and bound, and you felt as though you were surrendering to this potent energy, as with the Hanging Man here, right? I think that you've sacrificed enough here with the Ten of Swords and the Devil. Ten of Swords can speak of, with the Ace, that it turns into the Ace, speaking the truth. This is also a card of fears. Truth may have the notion of fear may have kept you in the dark. The notion of speaking clearly, speaking up, and speaking your truth about a connection, about a romantic connection, or about a commitment that was too overbearing and not healthy, are very unhealthy. So there are two stories here, dear Leo. I do feel that the Devil is with the Ten of Swords. The Two of Cups is fresh energy. It's a two. It's not like Ten of Cups, let's say. Now here we've got an emotional connection. We've also got sexual passion here. We've got that Ace of Wands there as well, which is, what you don't know is that there is a, probably could be a beginning of a connection where there is a lot of desire. Let me take another cup on this night. Did I say another cup? Let me take another card on this Knight of Cups. And we've got the Knight of Swords. Check this out. Oh, wow. Oh, dear me. Someone is not happy. Okay, so what I'm thinking is that, obviously, the Knight of Swords, the communication is going to be very harsh. You are dealing with two different people, one that is very open-hearted, very slow-moving, and the other one is all about air, all about communication in a very harsh way, communicating in a really difficult way, and, ready to use that sword. Now, this is very quick. This could also mean that this offer was slow. Now it's pacing. It's getting faster. It's coming in quicker. Let's look at this Queen of Pentacles. And we've got the Star again. Dear Leo, if you are dealing with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, I feel that it's your energy mainly, but it could be another earth sign, Earth and Aquarius. Now, as I say, Aquarius is the future. Aquarius is the card of hope. It's the card of it's the card of healing and wishing upon a star. So you've been wishing for being very stable with your finances. You are the mother of earth. You are someone who's very stable, very dependable. Now, if this is someone else in your life, okay, showing up as a feminine energy doesn't matter. Men, masculine, males, I should say, can show up as feminine. We've all got the yin and the yang within us. Okay, and the star is the water bearer. Again, being very open to healing, and Aquarius is also the house of wishes and dreams, as well as it's the house of social groups and associations, being different but having a wide circle of friends or even just, acquaintances. That's what Aquarius is. So maybe this is your energy. Some of you may communicate through the internet. That's the internet as well. So it looks like, dear Leo, the stars are aligning. This, the Queen of Pentacles is someone who is financially in a very good position. As I said, she's the mother. Some of you may be wishing on motherhood. You may be wishing upon a star to have a child. We do have 3 children here. Some of you may be in a family where you've got siblings and they've got their own children, and this is something that you've been wishing on. Or could it be that someone else, and we've got the Aquarius here, could it be that the Aquarian in your life is hoping to have you as a motherly figure if they have their own child? Now, you never know. You never know. Because for those of you that the Emperor and the King of Swords is the same person, that is a father figure. What I'd like to do is I'd like to take one more card on this King of Swords. King of Swords with the Tower. And we've got the Empress. The Empress and the Emperor right here. There we go. We've got the Empress and we've got the Emperor, and I'm going to leave him out now. This could be the love triangle. Obviously, you are the Empress, and as I was just saying, this is the Mother of Earth, the Queen of Pentacles, which I believe I said was your energy for most of you. For others of you, we could be talking about an Earth sign, plain and simple. But because we've got Earth and Aquarius here, we've got, again, the Empress, which is the major arcana of the Queen of Pentacles, and the Aquarian energy here. And we've got the Emperor and the Empress here. So this is the mother and this is the father. This could be a mother, this could be a father. Doesn't mean that they've been together. For some of you, yes, this could be a partnership, a committed marriage, a long-term marriage, I should say, where there are adolescent children. And then we've got the King of Swords here, which could be someone that is a little bit younger, because the Empress she's the Empress, he's a king only. Now, for those of you that are dealing with someone who is the third person in this relationship, they could be coming from a past relationship. As I said before, they've been heartbroken as well. And as I said, it's like a mirroring effect here. They've been heartbroken as well. They may have their own children as well. Yeah, could be connected to another air sign or water sign. We do have the Queen of Cups here as well. So Many, many messages here, dear Leo, many messages. But I do feel that if this is if you are dealing with someone that logically he is your counterpart. Now, I don't know if it's your past or if it's your future partner, or the King of Swords. And as I said, it could be the same person where, you know, the King of Swords could be someone that sits on the throne. He is the emperor, could be a leader within a business. It's in the area of business. Of course, the mother and the father, these could be parents for others of you. And, you know, the lessons, the Three of Swords here and the Three of Swords there, put you on the throne, puts you on the throne because of the life lessons. You've become the empress and this is your emperor. Okay? Now, a 3 and a 4. 3 and a 4 equals 7, which speaks of conflict. It's not an easy route, but it's worth fighting for. 7s, as I said, it's conflict, but it's divinely guided. 7 is the number of the chariot. So I've already mentioned the signs. We've got Aries and Taurus. Here we've got Aquarius, more than likely. For some of you, could be Libra. Also, we've got Scorpio, I'm going to say, as well. What I'd like to do is I would like to take some Sibillas. So, dear Leo, you're supposed to decide what you want. Oh, wow. What I just saw, reconciliation, right under the very soon, which says someone from your past is returning to your life. Yep. Something from the past is coming back, dear Leo. This is like a second chance. Remember, we've got the soulmate, 2 soulmate cards here. Wow. Oh, so many messages here. Let's look at the, I want to look at the Emperor. 3 Sibillas on the Emperor, and I'm going to take 3 Sibillas on the King of Swords. So the Emperor has the Denaro, the Ace of Pentacles, a 6 of Cups also it is. This is an advantageous matrimony. So this speaks of a secure wedding. But the Emperor can be quite stern, not very open with the emotions. I suppose so is the King of Swords. They're both protecting their heart. Let's see what else we've got. We've got the Ace of Pentacles again. This is like the Ace of Pentacles again. Stanza, the room. Things that have been hidden will be shown. Stanza is the Ace of Pentacles. It's also a card of intimacy, things that happen behind closed doors. And we've got number 13, which is the merchant. So the business owner, someone thinking very seriously about contracts or relationships. And we've got Scorpio here. So let's take a look now at the King of Swords. We've got Leggerezza, which is the 10 of Wands, but it's also the transformative energy, the butterfly that changes from the caterpillar. It's more lighter. It's also a sexual card as well. Here we've got the Domestico, a lack of trust with the butler. Karmic, number 11. This is supposedly your helper. This is someone that is close to you, someone that is around you. Remember what I said about if the King of Swords has done the dirty, they could be suspicious of you doing that. That's the energy I get from the Domestico. And here we've got the card of fear, but it's also the card of hope. Now, this is the 8 of Cups. So could it be that there is I think that this King of Swords is going through his own tough lessons, his own transformation, his own karmic lessons. And with the Eight of Cups here, this is someone who is dealing with their fears. But the Eight of Cups is also someone who is maturing. They're looking for those Two of Cups. And it's funny that the Five of Cups was under here, which shows those two cups. Those two cups are there. As long as the lessons are learned, let's say, and we have to look at things from a wider perspective, stop focusing on the past, sever ties with the past, whatever was painful, which is the King of Swords. He's holding that Ace of Swords, and just let it be. I do believe here that there is a sudden epiphany here for this King of Swords, no doubt. Sudden epiphany. And it's got to do with karma. I want to look at the Queen of Pentacles in the divine position with the Star card. We have the La Matrice, which is this is like the Queen of Wands. So I do feel that for most of you, this is your energy. The passionate female. Here we've got the Artista. This is very similar to the King of Swords. Someone who's very intelligent, sits behind a desk, could be a legal representative. I suppose the King of Swords could be as well. But there is a discovery that is being made. So the lack of clarity is clearing. And we've got the Four of Cups, which is little Cupid and the child. Okay, little Cupid is all about love. This is an actual child as well, could be. This could be a love child as well. But this could be just, some sort of a discovery that's made in relation to love. Something that was not clear is clearing with the light of the star. Yeah. I'd like to look at this Devil card. Devil with the Ten of Swords. What's this Capricornian energy about? So we've got the Pensiero, thinking a lot about contracts, taking time off. This is like the Hermit, doing the homework, the Virgo thing, and again, thinking of bringing in a legal representative, thinking of divorce, trying to cut the ties with the devil, could be. Okay, and the Hermit is very similar to Virgo energy, looking at the details. It is the Six of Pentacles, which speaks of relationships, but also equilibrium and, other people. Here we've got the Nine of Cups and we've got the Fidelta, loyalty, companionship, the loyal friend. And here we've got the Namika. The mask is coming off. Someone was not quite as loyal as you thought they were. The mask is coming off. Number 12, which is the Hanging Man. Number 12 is all about sacrifice. The mask is coming off and you are seeing the truth. For those of you that have been thinking very seriously about your friendship or your trust in this relationship with the Ten of Swords, you're seeing the truth finally. Maybe you were loyal, but the other person was not. There is something circling around deception here. I'd like to look at this Two of Cups, and I'm not going to take the Sibillas on that. I'd like to take a tarot card on this Two of Cups. Please, Spirit. And we've got the Chariot. That's beautiful. The divine is putting you in the driver's seat. It's saying that you will overcome any obstacles. Look at the stars above his head. He's going for his wishes. He truly is. The stars are aligning for you, Leo, as I said before. Even though, yes, you're going through challenges, I do believe that by severing that past, severing the difficulty and the um, severing ties with the past, the unhealthy past, I want to say, because not all of you have got unhealthy past. We do have, as I said, very soon reconciliation. Now look at these two. They're in the clouds. As you could see, this looks like a twin flame connection. They find each other on other planes, on other dimensions. This is a relationship that is divinely guided. Clearly decide what you want so that that may come into your life, because it is circling around you. Now, this could be moving home, relocating, of course. Cancer is the security, it's the nurturing, it's the child that needs that motherly figure. Some of you are moving because you are finding security elsewhere in another embrace. Wow, very interesting, Leo. Dear Leo, I'm going to take my handwritten cards. I know there is a lot still that I could look at here, but I could keep going on. I need to get these readings up. So what I'd like to do is take one card on each of these characters right here. Now, as I said, for some of you, the Emperor is the same as the King of Swords, which probably for a lot of you it won't be. Again, there are double layers and triple layers in the tarot, so you will know what your own personal story is. Let's look. Let's look at the Empress first of all. What does the Empress want to say? What's the message? Why did you leave me? How could you? What went wrong? And that's the Five of Cups. So it looks like the Empress was left to manage things on her own. Now I don't know who she's exactly talking to. Let's take the Emperor. She could be talking to either one of these masculine energies. We've got you were cold, distant to me. I needed more passion. Two of Wands, which can be a choice. I needed more passion. And the King of Swords. I'm married. I lied to you. I am sorry. And this is the Five of Swords. That means a love triangle. That means three people in a situation. And we've got 2 5s and a 2 is 12. It's the Hanging Man. Let's take one more card on each of the characters just for more clarity. The Empress. You are the love of my life. 2 of Cups. So she's got the 7 of Cups. She feels as though she's gone through an illusion. Things were up in the air. 7 of Cups means that she has choices, obviously. Let's look at the Emperor. And we have, I love, love, love you. 9 of Hearts, 9 of Cups. Isn't that interesting? He's wearing a suit of armor, and now he's very open. He's made his choice. You were cold to me. You were cold and distant to me. I needed more passion. And the 2 of Wands is someone who is leaving something in the past and going for that Ace of Wands. Remember how I said with the 2 of Wands, he's holding one wand, the other wand is left behind. So 2 and 9 is an 11. So again, a new doorway. let's look at the King of Swords. And we've got the timing is not right, maybe tomorrow. 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles is someone who is looking at a situation. Again, 12, 5 and 7 equal 12, the Hanging Man. Okay, I think I will leave it at that. 11, 18. Okay, just doing the math myself, my typical Virgo thing to do. Dear Leo, I do hope that this gave you a little bit of clarity. I know there are many, many messages here. Please take what is important for you and leave the rest. It won't be exactly for you. The readings are general. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Sending you many wishes, many blessings until next time, which is just around the corner. Right, I hope you've pressed that little bell so you could be notified when I upload. Again, thank you so much for liking. Bye-bye.